Hi there, Michelle here. Today, me and my sister are actually going to be going to London to go thrifting. But not the London you're thinking of, London, Ontario, because we live in Ontario. Anywho, there is a Goodwill outlet mall there that we've never been to. We've never done any thrifting in London. Have you done any thrifting in London?
Yeah.
Brittany's done a bit of thrifting. So we're going to go to the outlet one first. We brought gloves and we were prepared.
Got my talons.
She has her talons to scratch people if they get too close. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll see how much money we spend there, and if we don't spend a lot, then we'll go to a bunch of other stores, and then we might stop on some stores on the way back, because it's a long drive. It's like 2 hours to get there. Also, this video is a little different than my other videos, because usually I'll do my thrifting, like, and everything, and then I'll do my haul, but because today is such a big trip, I'm going to vlog the journey of going to the places and all that jazz, and then in my next video will be a giant haul of everything that I got. Finally arrived at the Goodwill outlet, and oh my goodness, it was crazy. Like, I have never been in a situation where like this was the store. You had to like basically dig through bins, and we did bring gloves because we didn't want to be touching a bunch of random stuff that we weren't gonna buy. And it was just kind of like all over the place. Like, I didn't really see a lot of men's clothing. I don't know if they did ladies clothing in the morning, and then at night or like in the afternoon they did like the men's clothing. There was like a couple, but it was mostly like children's and ladies clothes, but like nothing really vintage, you know, like my style, right? Like a grandpa core. I didn't really find any clothing wise things that would, like, you know, be what I was looking for. I don't really know what I was looking for when I went in here. I kind of had an idea, but then once you're in the place, it's just so overwhelming. And then eventually you just become one of the place. Like you become one with the building. It was interesting. I don't know how many times I'll go again, and I don't know if I'll ever go back to this location. It was definitely an experience. We just left the place, and it was like, first walking in there was complete chaos. Also, I expected the bins to be a lot deeper, but they weren't. I don't know, I thought they would change it more.
Like, they're changing it every like 10, 15 minutes. There's different bins. So it wasn't the entire bins they changed, it was only select ones.
It was interesting. I don't think it's something that I want to go to like all the time.
Like twice a year.
Twice a year, or if they made one in Niagara, I probably would go. Maybe like every 2-3 months or something like that.
I got a jacket like Gerard Ways, that's all that matters.
I spent about 20 bucks in there, and I bought books. I bought 2 sweaters and I bought 3 books, and one of the books had to have been like 10 pounds. Went in there looking for clothes, and I bought books about birds. So now we're actually gonna go to a Lens Mills, which is like just over there. We usually go to the one in Hamilton, but or Stony Creek. But we passed it coming in here. We're like, you know what? There's a Lens Mills and there's an antique mall right next to it. So that's where we're gonna go to now. I have not been to an antique mall probably since last year when me and my sister went to, I believe it was Woodstock, Ontario. They had a huge, like 3-4 floors of like antiques and everything like that. I think that was the last time I went into one. But you know, we just kind of like perused around, and it was like, we're in the area, might as well just check it out. Few years ago, I actually got an accordion, and I didn't realize that accordions come in different sizes, and I ended up getting the giant one, and this is the size. This is the size of accordion that I wanted to buy, so I definitely have to do something about them. This place there was just a treasure trove of a bunch of different things. Like, there were so many things at this place that I probably could have spent like a good 3 hours searching through. We didn't really have 3 hours, so I just kind of like, you know, did a quick glance of everything that they had. Then I was just looking through some old photos, and this is something that I probably could have been looking through forever, and I do love looking at old photos. I think a lot of them were postcards, which was kind of neat, and I don't know. Again, I probably could have spent hours just sorting through old photographs. They had a ton of these really nice vintage looking, I don't know how vintage they are, but they were vintage looking hair scarves, which I used to be really into them. And then lately haven't really been into them, but you know, I just wanted to check them out. Brittany. Vecna. How much do they want for the same typewriter I spent $15 on? $55.
Where'd you get it, at a thrift store?
I got it at a thrift store. I saw this really cute cat rug. I thought it was so adorable. It took me a while to like take it out and like unfold it. Unfortunately, it was like $70, so I didn't buy it. But here's the thing, if it was like 30 bucks, it would have come home with me, but not for 70. I thought this was such a cute little like basket for my sewing, but I already have one, so I left it there. And then, does anyone remember Pogs?
Look, I got some cool Pogs.
We went to Len's Mills, and the entranceway was so sketchy that I was like, is this the right way to enter the store? And it was. And this Len's Mills blows the Stony Creek one right out of the water. They have a way better fabric section, and their yarn section was incredible. Like, there was so much yarn, so many brands that I've never even heard of before. And I was so tempted to buy this purple yarn. It was so beautiful, but it was $15 a ball, and I have no projects for it right now, but it's gorgeous. Regular size Ruby. It's out.
Are they only gonna be on my sunroof?
Then we went over to Talise. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I've never been there before, and it was kind of like a cross between a Value Village and a Goodwill, like the prices of Value Village, but the way it was set up and how all the clothes were just color coordinated. That was like a Goodwill. That mirror was really cute. Didn't need another one. I loved this vintage sewing machine. Then, of course, I got drawn to the Northern Reflection shirts, but unfortunately, they looked a little bit too worn for my taste. $17 for the sweater? Like, come on. Just got out of Talise. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I didn't really find a lot of clothes, mainly because, I mean, they were expensive, but they weren't any more expensive than, say, like Value Village. There just wasn't anything that I really, really liked, but I did find some really cute, like, home decor things. Well, my sister actually found me the home decor thing. And then I found something else that was kind of neat, that was vintage. Then we went over to one of the 3 Value Villages that they had in London. We only visited one today because they were all just so, like, scattered. And by this time, it was, like, 3 o'clock. There was some pretty cute clothing items, but again, because of Value Village prices, I just wasn't interested in paying the price. Like, I really liked that vest, but I just couldn't really see myself wearing it with any of my outfits. I thought this was like really cool, but it was $15, and I wasn't a big fan of the gold chains or like the gold part of this. If it was like black and white and I could take apart the chains, I probably would buy it. And then of course I saw this sheet. Like, I'm finding these sheets everywhere, but it was a little bit too worn, so I did leave it. This was like a tissue box, and I thought it was pretty cool, and I kind of regret not buying it now. Like, I really regret not buying it. Then we stopped off at Starbucks, and of course, you know, I had to get a pumpkin frappuccino because it's October before we headed on our way home, but we did make a few stops along the way. We went to this Goodwill in St. Thomas. I'm debating if I want to buy this or not. I bought this off of Poshmark, and I put the flowers on it?
Yeah.
But the one that I have is just a little too small. But I feel like it was an extra large. I don't want to buy this one, and it turns out the same size. It fits though. I did. It fits me nicer. I love these so much, but I already have a set of 2, so I didn't need 2 more, but they were cute. And now here's a montage of all the cows that we saw that day.
Cow, 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 cow. What's this? Cow, cow.
Am I just supposed to like film all the cows or like count all the cows? Cow count 1.
Sure, it's cow, cow.
It's cow cow.
Count, cow, count. Cow, 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 cow. Cow, count, cow, count. Cow, count. Oh, there's a baby cow.
Oh, there's
Cow, count, cow, count, cow, count. Cow, count, cow, count.
oh the horse.
The Fuzzy Boys.
Then we stopped at this other town. I believe it was called Tilsonburg. I can never pronounce it right. And we went to this Goodwill. This one wasn't my favorite Goodwill. Like, the building looked big on the outside, but then once you got inside, it was kind of tiny. I don't know. I didn't really find too many things here. There was some cute stuff, but again, this was kind of like the end of the day, so I was just kind of like wiped out from thrifting. You know, if we're passing by it, we might as well just stop. And of course, I found a Northern Reflections like faux leather jacket. Now here's the thing, 2014 Michelle, who loved this mint green color, would have bought this, but not 2022 Michelle. And that pretty much wraps it up for our big thrifting day. We left at 8 in the morning and we got home about 7 at night. It was a really long day and I'm really glad with what I found. So you'll have to keep an eye out for my next video, which should be Wednesday. I'm going to be going through all the stuff that I had thrifted, and there is a lot of stuff that I thrifted. So definitely keep an eye out for that video. And that will do it for this thrifting vlog. If you're new to my channel and you like sewing, crafting, crocheting, and thrifting, why not hit the subscribe button? You can also follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok, which is both Fancy Dinosaur Tea Party. I think that is it. So y'all have a good day now.